Welcome to Chris and
Terry Show.
where we're bringing your business and life to the spotlight here in Dallas, Texas. Speaking of spotlight, what is that? What are you looking?
I'm actually looking. So this is one of my clients, and
Mm,
I actually was hired to photograph the properties. So
congrats.
actually, my work was featured in a magazine,
Mhm.
and this is a spread. So we actually got a spread here. But this is some of the work that I did for. Actually, it's
Bring
a.
it to the spotlight. You see that? This is your all your photographs, right?
Oh, and let me show you my favorite photo of them
Mm-hmm.
all.
Let me hand me that. Let me see. So, guys, we are actually talking about the pursuit of life or pursuit of happiness at age 31, and you will know why. But because of this, this
But
is
this is my favorite photo of the bunch here, and there actually was no grass, so I had to actually put grass and plant some trees.
how do you put grass on it?
Well,
You
it's
see that?
just it's a part of the editing technique that I do here, but
What city is this? This is
this
very
is actually a new development out in Justin, Texas.
Houston,
No, Justin, Texas. It's probably
Justin.
about 30, 45 minutes from
Oh, yeah.
Dallas.
Is it like in northeast, west, or
Um,
south?
well, I don't want to lie. I want to. I don't know.
I don't know too.
I
Let's
don't know
just
because I'm still
let's
learning
let's
Dallas.
yes, we're on the same page. Let's have the Google do the work.
But this is what the original photo would look like.
Oh, that's beautiful. How long does it take for you to do this?
It just depends.
Typically.
Now this took me a little bit longer
Mhm.
because I had to find the different types of grass that would actually go with the property. I had to find a lot of different things that would actually
Did you take a picture of this scout?
no.
How is she though?
She's cute
I
though.
like her.
She's cute though.
That's so cute. Yeah, it takes you. You find the editing.
Well, it depends. Sometimes things can take. This took a bit longer because if you want to be very detail oriented, you got to
Yeah,
find the right grass that actually
yeah, the
could
grass.
fit with
Mm-hmm.
the actual unit itself.
See,
And texture is very important. So the texture of the grass is also important because you
yeah.
want it to look very realistic. And then of course,
I
um,
like the lighting.
lighting.
Are the lighting also there already, or something you added to?
Yeah, well, you have to also bump up the lighting, but this is pretty much this is what we call dusk dawn.
That's Still Dawn.
Yep.
Okay, it's like a movie. Have
But
you
yeah,
seen
dusk dawn.
That's Still Dawn?
That's also it's also a song by Zayn.
Oh,
If you
it's
ever
a
get a
song.
chance to listen
Yeah.
to it, it's a really really good
So it's
song.
like D to D.
D to D.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
yeah,
Still Dawn. But who chose the lighting and all the time that are you the one part of the creative process, or they will be the one telling their vision to you?
no, the marketing company that it's House Right Marketing. She told me what she wanted, and I kind of went in with my own creativity, but also with her creative vision as well
I'm
to
so s-
help them. Oh my
I'm
God,
so
he loves this.
This is me and Terry. But look, how are they though? The eye contact
I
is
like it. I like it. I mean,
I'm
I
so
like this one.
distracted.
I like this one. He's like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, they're cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she
I,
was like saying, "Who's your mama?"
right.
And then this guy says, "Just drink
Ah,
cow's milk."
oh my God.
But they're so cute though.
Yeah, no, this is really cute, and I think this is like the staple. I think these are called longhorns.
Longhorns.
Oh,
Oh.
because the longhorns, they're longhorns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're, it's not
yeah.
figurative, it's really, really
Right.
literal.
But yeah,
Look
this
at
is
her.
this is just one of the highlights that I wanted to show you today as I was working on my own stuff here.
And by the way, yes, we are actually here in Galleria Tower in Dallas. I think. Oh yeah, it's in Dallas. By
Yeah,
West
so
Coast
thank you
Way.
so much for inviting me to your office today.
Yeah, because we're planning more projects and we're planning more to bring our business and also our expertise in more in a in-person setting. And
Yes.
I want Terry to check the venue and to get used to it because this is more like a conference room, intimate, less than 12 people that can sit here. But sometimes you just need quality
I agree.
more than the quantity. But don't get us wrong, we've been networking every day. Right? And we've been talking to bunch 30 people per
And
day.
yes, and yesterday I took a break because it was my
Because his
birthday.
birthday, actually, we never did live for the past days because I got sick and then there's just so much things that would be under control, but life happens, and that's
Yes.
why we did celebrate yesterday his birthday at the age of
31.
how who would could ever tell he's 31 because black don't crack.
Oh,
You know that.
period.
Yeah, and then so how was the experience for your birthday yesterday? We had this intimate conversation.
Yes, yes. I mean, first of all, my birthday yesterday was very simple. We had a
Mhm.
very long weekend and with some friends, and some other friends had a birthday party this weekend, and then we did a pride event, and so it was just a
Mhm.
really, really long weekend.
Like
And
prior to that,
prior
yes.
to that party, and then I had some friends. My friend from Brazil and his partner drove in to also celebrate with me. So that was very nice.
Did they come because of your birthday, or it's
Yeah,
just so
they came for
happened?
my birthday, and then they also came because they had another friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name was Paul,
Yeah,
who is also here
we got so many
as well.
birthday celebrants actually. Less
Yeah, we had a
from
lot of
we
stuff
have Shell,
happening
then
from
we
Shell,
have Vaughn,
Avon,
and
and then
then Adam
Adam.
will be July, and then it's you. So we started. We had the best. For me, that's like one of the best weekends where we always try to make the best out of things. Friday we were in the LGBTQ Dallas Museum. I
Yes.
think a shout out to Brad Pritchett,
Yeah, thank you,
the
Brad, for inviting
director for
us.
the marketing of that museum. I never been there,
I had never gone there either.
so it was an experience.
Yeah, it was a really nice experience.
It was like from 5 p.m. until what 12 midnight or 11.
Yeah,
They have live music.
it was really nice actually.
Yeah, go back to our story, you would see that. And then after that, our favorite spot, we went to Bowen.
Bowen House.
Yeah, Bowen is very chill. It's something that not too loud. You can actually pick the from the patio. You just want to be in the swing, and then just have your favorite French fries.
Yeah,
You always get prosecco there.
I always get prosecco and I always get their French fries.
Yeah.
They really have really good French fries. So
And then the good thing about their French fries, they have four dips.
different dips.
Yeah, they have mayo, they have ketchup. They even have this. I don't know what's the
It's
other
like
one.
a
It's like
gravy.
a spice. Yeah, the gravy is the other one, but they have
Oh,
the
okay.
other one, which is the kind of spicy blend with Thousand Island dressing, it,
Yes.
and then it's that alone is an experience that you guys need to
Check out if you're
check
ever in
out.
Dallas. Definitely go check out Bowen House.
And even their chicken strips are good,
Yeah, they are.
but
I
they're
mean,
big,
Bowen has a lot of good stuff.
and they're good people too.
And they're really good people, and it's a good vibe. It's real chill. But you asked me a question. I want to get back to it.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
asked me. We had like a deep conversation, and he asked me some tips of, what I've learned being this age. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned over my life is authenticity and
Mhm.
just being able to allow yourself space to grow.
Yes.
Because as I'm growing and as I'm learning every day, I think at this age now, I think as I was reflecting even this weekend over my own life, I was like, you have to just allow yourself room to grow. And I
Mhm.
think sometimes we try to be everything that we want to be immediately, but the thing is, you have to leave room to grow so that you can make mistakes, so that you can learn, so you can do all these things. Because in the end, all of it matters. It's all leading up into who you're becoming, and even some of the successful, um, you know,
Yeah, and growing is
things that
knowing.
you're trying to.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
knowing the things you're capable, and then knowing your limitations, and then accepting the fact that we are imperfect, and we are
we are
perfectly
imperfect.
imperfect.
Exactly, and that's really, really powerful. Because I'm not gonna lie. As I was growing, I used to beat myself up a lot.
Hmm.
I used to think that I wasn't good enough.
Yes.
And even as I am as skillful and I am now, I realized I had something called self sabotage.
Oh yeah, that's what you call the
The
inner
syndrome.
saboteur. Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody has that.
And if there are any people out there, and sometimes I didn't even know I had it until I was just reflecting, and I was like, oh my God, you have this moment where you are just so afraid to allow yourself to brag on your
Yeah.
skills, not in like an egotistical way, but in a way where it is okay to showcase your work. It's okay to showcase your talent, your skill.
Hmm.
It's okay to showcase, anything that you're proud of,
Yeah.
and sometimes we kind of dumb that down because it may not be to the level that we want to get to, but you have to get to a place where you can actually say, I am actually proud of where I am with what I have, and wow, look at what I did.
Is there a specific time or maybe your feelings that you had that voices that you feel that maybe when you're stressed or when you're going on
Oh,
your own or by yourself?
you like when I have the feeling of
That
self.
inner saboteur, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think it comes out when I'm in my quiet space,
Yes.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting because one of the biggest things is, even being in marketing and branding and all this
Yeah.
stuff, and sorry, I'm getting
And you want
still
water?
healing. I'm still healing, guys. Um, but being in a space where I do this for other people, right? I think one of the most powerful things is being able to do that for yourself. And
Right.
sometimes us working with ourselves can sometimes be the hardest client
Yes.
because we've lived in this body for so many years
Mm-hmm.
and trying to figure out what story am I going to tell for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the hardest things. So when I hear those voices, it's usually my quiet time
Mm-hmm.
when I'm doing my self reflection
Yeah.
or I'm trying to figure out should I post this or should I post that?
Yeah, we have to the point of overthinking and analysis
Yes.
paralysis kicks in, and then we ended up just falling asleep.
Yeah, and that's a
But it's a good therapy
no,
though.
yeah, it's a good therapy. And I think one of the things that I also had to realize is when you are when you are a high achiever, right?
Oh yeah,
And you're so used to performing at such a
like
high
high
level,
level.
you sometimes disregard the things that you may think are minuscule, like
Mm-hmm.
they're too small, right? And so sometimes even as a creative, because my level of creativity and
Mm-hmm.
my vision is so
So
high,
high.
sometimes I can disregard really good work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even this. I mean, at one point, I was like, "Oh, it's not good enough. It can be better." And
Mm-hmm.
and the reality is, I had to realize, even everything can always be better, but
Exactly.
you still have to kind of, be proud of
See the beauty.
to see the beauty in everything
Mm-hmm.
because and so that's when and I'm working on this because I've always been like this all my life.
There's always room for progress. That's why progress
Exactly.
versus perfection, and at the end of the day, there should be satisfaction.
Exactly. And the goal is never about perfection. So, look, listen, if
Mm-hmm.
you're out there, this idea of perfection, it doesn't exist.
It does
Because
not.
even the most perfect thing will always have a flaw.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll always find something, and that's the thing. And even with clients, I had to realize I would give clients something, and I had to realize this, and this is just us in human nature. Even when you give clients the best, now they have nothing at first.
Yeah.
You give them the top notch,
Mm-hmm.
they'll always find a flaw.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I had to learn. And because I perform at such a high level, I had to learn that people always find a flaw in everything. So sometimes you just have to realize that and understand that it's all about progression, not perfection.
So, as pursuit of happiness, as one takeaway that you mentioned is that there's always progress. Choose progress, not perfection.
Yes,
That's one
yes.
takeaway. What else is the one other takeaways or you learn as a pursuit of happiness at the age? How do you find happiness?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think I find happiness in just the journey of living and learning now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to mature, and I did a lot of self development to get to this point.
Yeah, that's the word now. Yeah.
But now, yeah, now, I've not always been here. I think just being able to allow yourself to be present with where you are,
Mm-hmm.
because there is no past or future, really. It's
That's
only
true.
now.
That's true. That's true.
And so a lot of times I lived in the future a
Mm-hmm.
great bit of my life, and I was very depressed there
Mm-hmm.
because I would always say, "Oh, when I get there,
When you get there,
when I
exactly,
get
and then
there, you know."
you're basically not allowing yourself to live at the moment, and that's why they call
Exactly.
it the present. The present is a gift of today, not
Yep.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
And people keep okay. People we tend to be very conditional on things,
Yep.
where happiness is a choice
Happiness is a choice.
today.
And every day you choose to be happy. I used to feel
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I gotta feel happy to be happy.
Yeah.
And the reality is you don't. And you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna feel happy because you're gonna go through a fluctuation of emotions every single day.
Exactly,
You know?
and that's why simple things we should not overlook from the
Yep.
time that we wake up because not everybody wake up at your age. The food and the drive that for us to get there because you're just talking about your one of your clients got hit.
Yes, yes.
Those are just basic things that we overlook because we are so stressed and we're so high
Uh,
performer. you have to do this and you have
Have
to
to
do
do
that.
this. Da, 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 da,
Then
da.
wait, I have to step back and pause and then feel the air.
Exactly, and that's why I love your PAME,
Yeah.
right? The
The
prayer,
prayer,
affirmation,
affirmations, meditation,
meditation, and exercise.
exercise.
Because every day, I think the one thing that allows me and always grounds me
Mm-hmm.
is when I actually think about the one thing that matters most.
Mm-hmm.
I have life today. I woke
Exactly.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And so whatever I go throughout the day, it doesn't matter because I was given life today. And that
Yeah.
was a gift. And sometimes we overlook that because we think, oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is, that is not promised to
It
any
is
of us.
not. There, not tomorrow is never a promise.
It's
Right?
never promised to us. So any day that I open my eyes, I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful that I even have life today
Mm-hmm.
first. And then let me deal with the day.
Yeah. They said, as long as you are breathing, you should appreciate everything. And as long as you are living, you can do anything.
You can do
There
anything.
you go.
Ah, high five. I like that.
I just
That's
came out with
beautiful.
it.
That's
I
good.
have
That's
so many
good.
bullets
Oh
because
my God.
yeah, you're not here to be somebody. You are here to be someone that nobody's gonna be.
Ooh.
So something. I just have some
Ooh.
bullets. Because you know what, Terry. When I was because when I was 14 and we have to have these nuggets
Mhm.
because if you don't have these nuggets, you will be broken down by pieces by so many people because of their words. When I'm selling at the age of 14, nobody's gonna believe on you. They felt
Right.
like you're just a joke.
Yep.
And then every time that it's just they said no and no, you just easily got frustrated and then
Mhm.
distracted and then you just feel like you're defeated.
Oh.
So I started to get those newspaper before there's no cell phone. So newspaper they have a quote of the day. They always have a quote of the day and then I cut it out and then write it down. And then I remember, okay, if I want to be somebody, I need to do something I've never done. So
Oh my God.
that's
Yes.
gonna be
Yes.
my mantra for the next 7 days, and then talking to people that are really matured and advanced.
Yes.
And then up to the point that I started to come up with my rhymes, like all of this. What I'm saying is just like
Mhm.
out of nowhere, and it's like a wala moment. So those are just the things. But that's really inspiring. You mentioned that your one takeaway is to choose progress than perfection, and then live at the moment. I think that's the
To be present
to be
and then
present.
gratitude.
And then we can do the third one just to tie this up all together. The pursuit of happiness is always to find gratitude. Or
Always, yes,
always
or to have gratitude, find gratitude,
a mind
whatever
of
you want to say.
gratitude.
But to be appreciative of what you have in your pursuit to acquiring more. So it's not about living in this perspective of lack. I don't have this, I don't have that. No, it's
But what
actually
do you have,
flipped.
right?
Yeah. What do you have? What can you use? What can you do with what you already have to get you to what you're trying to acquire? And if you have life, then you have enough.
Exactly.
You know,
That's why you have to count your blessings
you have to count your blessings,
rather
really.
than the things that you don't have. And I think there's a very popular that I always say: always be thankful what you have and be hopeful what you want.
Yes. Yes, because you never want to get to a place where you be content, but don't be complacent. And so
That's true.
you can be content. You can live in
Yeah.
a space of gratitude. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
God, for what I have, but also,
Yeah, you
don't get
strive.
still continue to strive because again,
Yeah.
I believe what truly brings us happiness is the fact that we continue to progress
Mm-hmm.
every single day.
And then what I'm saying, it's the apple doesn't fall on the tree, from the tree. You still
Right.
have to try a little bit, little harder, little better, feel
Yep.
yourself, appreciate yourself better, and
Mhm.
then try and try until
Yeah.
you get there. And then I think number four that I just as a bonus, like
Okay.
as a bonus. So what are takeaways from Terry's birthday? The first is uh, I forgot. Wait, I got this. Okay, okay. What he said, for the pursuit of happiness, choose progress than perfection. Live at the moment, and then be a man of gratitude.
Mhm.
But my fourth takeaway to and to add on to what there is advice is to find people that also have the same energy as you,
Yes, amen.
because you cannot be. This is what I learned. If you buy like you go to the grocery store and then you buy bunch of strawberries in one pack, if there's one rotten strawberry, everything will be rotten no matter how fresh they are.
Oh, I agree.
and that's the fourth one.
So yeah, oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
And oh my God, and that is very, very powerful.
you cannot be just happy and everybody's like pulling you down, and that
No,
sometimes it could be family though.
yeah, no, exactly. It can be family, it could be partners, it could be friends.
Yeah.
So in every aspect of your life,
Hmm.
I think it's so important to find some really thank y'all, thank all of my friends that I have.
Yeah, I'm
High
thankful
five.
for yeah, I'm thankful for all the experiences because
Hmm.
that's how we are made
Yes,
through
I
the
agree.
experience and sorrows and pains because I think success and happiness they don't happen because it's all success.
No.
They happen because of the challenges, sorrow, and sometimes it's chaos.
Yes, because I mean, think about it. If everything was perfect,
Perfect.
you don't have a story,
Yeah.
and nor are you relatable. Y-
Exactly, and people don't experience happiness that do not experience pain.
Right.
And then people do not experience success that do not experience failure.
Yeah, because there is no parallel.
Mm-hmm.
There always will be a parallel to life.
Right.
You can't appreciate success if you have not had the
Mm-hmm.
failures because you don't have the system in which you can say, "Oh, I am so grateful that I now have this,"
Mm-hmm.
versus, "Well, I've always had this."
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So there's no,
Do you know the diamond will never be diamond without friction?
it will never be a
Which
diamond.
which going through my next point. Uh, Diamond is one of the most expensive stuff here, right?
Yeah, diamond is a very expensive
Yeah, because
according to
they're very hard to find. Do you know that
that's what
there's
they
a
say, but it's very
but do you know that there's a planet that made out of diamonds?
yeah. Do you know that diamonds are actually not rare?
And huh? They're not rare.
No, they're just it's control.
Mm.
That's
So, but what I'm saying is, if it becomes like we still have, it's still our own responsibility to find that, right? Like a diamond, which us,
I agree.
you have to find the people that you consider diamond.
I agree.
They're not regularly you can find. You just have to continuously seek. But energy attracts another energy,
Yep.
and that's where you find the true value of life and meaning. And when you have someone like, whenever you have this inner saboteur, you just talk to someone that you think you could be vulnerable
Yes.
and you could be you, and then they're gonna flow that positive energy. And that's why me and Terry we're talking things out, whatever topic it is, if it's business, if it's like challenges or pains,
Yeah.
struggles, and also success and plans on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
And that's why it's good to find this people around you, surround yourself. It doesn't need to be physical always. You can have a group. I have a group like Positive Me and Facebook group.
Hmm.
They just talk a lot of their happiness and success. But anyways, that's all for we have for today.
Oh.
Any more
Yeah,
messages?
yeah. One thing I want to do.
Yeah.
It is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh yes,
So I
July,
do want to
June.
say, any men out there, and of course, everybody, but men particularly, find a community or group that you can go and you can have a space where you can be vulnerable and you can get all the things that us as men we usually are not allowed to say, or
Mm-hmm.
this fear of being vulnerable because that vulnerability equals weakness,
The masculinity,
and the masculinity
toxicity.
and the toxic masculinity
Yeah.
portion where it's like because we hold so many things in,
Mm-hmm.
it forces you to be this toxic masculine entity, which men are not really. We're forced sometimes to be that way just because of
And
societal norms.
and they tend to implode.
But at some point,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has a breaking point, and
Exactly.
you want to make sure that you don't deal with it when you're at your breaking point, but you start to allow some of that pressure to relieve itself. So it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to talk to other men about things that you struggle with, but find a good community of
Yeah.
friends and like-minded people where you can share your dirt or you can share some of the things that you struggle with, and they're not going to be people that run out and tell all your business. But even if they did, learn to own their stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
because we're like ship. We don't sink if we don't let the pressure in.
exactly.
And this pressure, that's what I realized. Pressure is like the vulnerability that you have to share.
Yep.
Because when you are vulnerable, you find relationship, and
Yes.
that relationship bind that connection, and that connection is your support
And vulnerability is
system.
actually powerful. It's because
It
the
is.
reality is most people cannot be vulnerable. So
Mhm.
if you have the ability to be vulnerable, it actually makes you powerful. And that's what people
Exactly.
don't understand because The average person cannot be vulnerable. But if you're able to be vulnerable, take accountability and say, because of this,
Yeah.
I am now able to do that. That's power.
Because the strongest part of the bone is the one that is broken.
Mm, that's right.
There.
Oh.
Or from an orthosurgeon. Thank you to my chiropractor. Yeah, but that's true because all the minerals that they need, the callus, go to that broken part.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned something new. My God.
We combined everything.
My God.
Yeah, they learned something.
If there's a chiropractor out there that would like to, a good one that would like to sponsor me,
Oh yes, we will
with,
find one eventually.
with the just a free session, so I could see how good,
Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for watching. And on this episode, we have a replay on our YouTube. All you have to do is follow, click, share, and subscribe. We all have the link from larger media. You just get to our description and click the link and support each other's businesses. Again, this is Chris and
Terry.
show where we bring business and life to the spotlight of Dallas, Texas. Stay safe.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you so much.